M-Dog Gaming.
Alright, welcome. This is M-Dog. Just a couple of comments here before we get going. Was recently flagged on a couple of videos because of the music I had playing in the background. I didn't even think about that, and apologize if anyone was offended by that, or certainly most of you are probably more savvy than I am and knew that that was a little bit of a no-no on YouTube. So I have the movies that I had music going in the background. I have unlisted those videos. So secondly, there's been a couple people that have been commenting on some of my videos, and just want to reiterate how much I appreciate that. And I've said this, I think posted this on as a comment, but I really enjoy making these. And so if there's a handful of people out there that like watching bits and pieces of them or listening to a little bit of my rambling, then that's great. But anyway, let's get rolling here with a Hearthstone arena. I think I'm to the point now where with Warrior and Paladin, I'm pretty comfortable and consistent with the draft and playing them, that can do pretty well consistently. Obviously, you can get a bad draft, and even then I think I can usually squeeze out a few wins even on the lesser decks, and when I get a decent draft, there's at least a reasonable possibility that we could go all the way to 9 on those. I'd like to get a little more consistent with some of the other classes, so I'm actually not going to choose Paladin this time. I'm going to probably go Mage here. In theory, it seems like I could be pretty consistent with Mage. I think Mage is pretty strong. I think you can actually, if you look in Constructed right now, a lot of people are playing basically aggro Mage decks, which is not how Mage started off with Hearthstone, but a lot of cheaper minions being really aggressive. If you couple that with the removal they have and the spell damage, and then just the direct damage with their spells, it's pretty tough to beat in Constructed, from what I understand. So it seems like that some variant of that might work in Arena. So let's just see what kind of draft we come up with, and see if we can do something with it. I think Endrin Blademaster is a really good 3-drop. It's even better if you have healing potential, whether that comes from a minion that you drop, or obviously if you're a priest or a shaman with totems. It's an even higher valued card. But even in this case, with the cards we're looking at in comparison, I think Blademaster is a good choice to get things started. I really dislike the Dalaran Mage. If there was not a better choice, it's okay, because you can pair it. It's got a low enough mana cost that mid-game you can pair it with a spell or two, and it gives you that boost to the damage you're going to do. But I think the Darkscale Healer is pretty good. It does restore 2 health, so it would be interesting playing this, maybe coining up to it after you've played a turn 3 Blademaster, but boy, does that sound situational. I think we're going to get the Owl here. First of all, it's good to have 2-drops anyway. This isn't something you'd necessarily want to play early game, certainly not on round 2, but to have that silence and also get a minion out of it is very good. So 2 pretty garbage cards here, along with a very strong 5-drop. We'll take the Silverhand Knight. And 3 cards I'd love to have. I'd like to pick all 3 of these here. I think Mana Worm, though it's a bit situational for Arena, it still is worth taking 1 or 2 of these in Arena. And if nothing else, you've got a cheap minion to put down, but a lot of times you can at least build its attack once or twice and get a little bit of action out of it. Mad Bomber is a great 2-drop, but Flame Strike is such good removal, and I'm really trying to teach myself to value removal more than I have. So I'm going to have to choose an early Flame Strike here. Again, really good removal, and I think Rifleman, though it has its place, to me is very weak. The Grizzly is average. It's okay. It's not as bad as some of the other taunt cards. If you look at just the 3 with 3/3 on attack and health, that's actually good. It's decent. But we're going to go ahead and get a little bit more removal here with Frostbolt. Yeah, I think Ancient Brewmaster is the only choice here that makes much sense. If you're trying to play control, I guess you could make an argument for the Warden, just to slow your opponent down while you maneuver your cards and do certain things. But I'm not confident enough, especially in Arena, to try to build around that. So we're going to go with Ancient Brewmaster. All right, this is not as straightforward a choice. I like the Stormwind Champion, but I think we will get Cone of Cold here. Without knowing how the rest of this draft's going to go, I think I'm not as comfortable picking up the champion right now. So another chance at a Mana Worm. I think the Frost Elemental, in my experience, is just okay. There are other 6s I'd rather put down. It is nice that it freezes a character. Spellbreaker's a good card, but we don't have a 1-drop yet, and I really don't mind having a Mana Worm or two in a Mage deck for Arena. Wow, another really tough choice here. Good cards all the way down. This is, at least right now, I think my favorite taunt in the game, at least neutral taunts. One of the few that I'll choose in Arena, unless there's just not a better choice. I usually can find something over most of the other taunts, but the Shieldmaster is good. It's always great to be able to have some Gnomish Inventors. The 2 or the 4 variety of this, just for the card draw. You get a minion on top of that. And then Flesh Eating Ghoul plays really well. If we end up with more spells and less minions, I think the value of the Ghoul maybe goes down a little bit. This taunt is a good card, but I think we're going to get a little bit of card draw here. I actually don't like these choices at all. Not at all, but we'll go Counterspell. So we don't have the best minions right now, which is fine. I mean, we've got some pretty decent removal and some support minions with silence and drawing cards. Our 2 best minions right now are Silverhand Knight and Injured Blade Master. This is a really good minion, and especially in a deck like this where we may not be playing tons of minions. I like this pickup, and I think I am actually going to choose this over another Frostbolt or another Flame Strike. The Wolf Rider's okay. I mean, I just consider this another removal spell. It's going to get in there and do 3 damage for 3 mana. Unless you've got a clear path to your enemy, it's probably not going to live past just being 3 damage. I'm just not convinced that the Darkscale Healer in a Mage deck is going to be worth it. It almost passes the vanilla test. And again, I'm not crazy about the Dalaran Mage. I guess we're going to go Healer here. Argent Commander's really good, but in a Mage deck, the Violet Teacher could be very interesting. Right now we've got a Frostbolt, Cone of Cold, Counterspell, and a Flame Strike. I think we'll get the Teacher. And I think just needing strong minions here at this point, we're going to go with Yeti. Cult Master has a lot of value with card draw, and War Golem's not a bad 7-drop, to be honest. It's just a little expensive for this point in the draft, I think. We'll go Chill-Wind Yeti. May get Mirror Image. It's another spell to have. It does put up taunts to sort of slow things down. Although I do like the Warlord, but again, it's dependent on having minions on the table, something like a Paladin deck or even a Warrior deck where you are putting out minions a little more quickly. or a shaman with your totems. Any of those, this value is even higher. I think we're going to go mirror image here. A chance to pick up a strong 2-drop, and I think in this case we'll go ooze. Arcane Intellect for the card draw is the play here, I believe. I don't think I normally would pick the mind control tech in a mage in a arena if given these choices, but it's a little more interesting, I think, if we get an aggressive opponent, which in arena we certainly will, that throws several minions down, to be able to put a minion of our own down and take one of theirs. I think that's a good choice here with a mage. And I think we'll pick another ooze just to have another good 2-drop. I think we'll pick up a second Violet Teacher. Of course, this is where if we could go back, we would get the 6-drop with Divine Shield. I can't remember its name right off the top of my head, but instead of the first one we got. And that's it's an interesting. Well, Archmage is tempting. So is Rivercroc. I think we'll go Archmage, but that brings up an interesting point. It may be worth being a little more disciplined in arena draft, even all the way up to the first 15 or 20 picks, and saying, with some exception, let's just get the best card that's available and not worry about, oh, we're going to get the Teacher because we can cast spells and all that kind of stuff. If the Argent Crusader is a better card with Charge and Divine Shield, then maybe we should have just gotten that, even not knowing that we were going to get a second Violet Teacher. All right, we'll go Archmage here. Spell damage, and it's an okay card. Oh, these choices are so difficult. I think Fireball here. This is one of the best 3s in my mind. And I think if you look at it, there aren't that many just really strong 3s for some reason, or not as many 3s that I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. There's more 2s and 4s and 5s to me that stand out. But this is one of those 3s that really stands out, but we don't have a Fireball, and I think the removal there is important. So Frostbolt would be really nice, but Acolyte of Pain in a Mage deck is actually really good. It helps you cycle through your cards. You get a minion out. You probably want to play it on a turn where you're going to be able to ping it yourself. Or on a turn where it looks like it's going to at least make it one turn, even if something on the board attacks it. I think we will go Acolyte of Pain. I'll get Sunfairy Protector here. I'm not real comfortable with Secret still, and that's something I'm going to have to keep working on, I guess, is just playing with them a little more and trying to become convinced that they're actually good for arena. I see them sometimes, and yeah, sometimes they're effective, but it feels like you can usually test it and figure out the secret and still be in an advantageous position. Not that there aren't exceptions to that. Another tough choice, I think we're going to go with the Engineer here for the card draw, though I do like Scarlet Crusader quite a bit. And we have to get Water Elemental, even though I'd love to get either one of these 2 cards, but we're going to go Water Elemental there. I think a second Flame Strike is appropriate at this point. I'm going to go Dark Iron Dwarf here over Stormwind Knight. Though that was close, I would say. And we'll go Novice Engineer. I think we'll pick up a Blizzard. Questing Adventure is very tempting. I mean, we have enough low-cost spells and minions that we could make something out of this, but it's hard to pass on a Blizzard. It's a good AoE, that mid-game before you get to Flame Strike, or early to mid-game before you get to Flame Strike. I don't know. I don't know with the Mage deck. How's this gonna go? It felt like we didn't get that many really strong minions, but I'm used to a completely different type of building, a different type of deck. And so, just because we didn't get the volume of minions that I'm used to, or maybe even the quality, that doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to go well with the removal spells we do have.
Let the hunt begin.
You asked
So we'll
for
keep the Frostbolt and the Engineer. And we'll keep the Teacher as well and send other stuff back. So, all right, let's see how we can go here. Obviously, I think we want to pass on our first turn. We might coin up and just take that out. Since we've got a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and another, I think we're going to coin up and just go ahead and take this out. We gave up the coin, but we were able to use our hero ability to take out one of his cards. I think that's worthwhile. If we hadn't have done that, turn 2, he would have hit us for 4 damage, most likely. Go ahead and get the Engineer out there, draw a card. So now we have some options on turn 3.
Don't mess with Tusker.
We could go ahead and Frostbolt this. Frostbolt that and put our taunts out, perhaps. Or we could, Frostbolt that and trade, and then put our taunts out.
I wonder.
If you're sure.
The only downside of that is it might have been nice to hold on to one or both of those spells and just sort of played more straightforward till we could have gotten the Teacher on the table, but I just don't think in Arena you can try to
Morning person.
really plan for things like that. Let's see, if we gave it +2 attack, it really wouldn't trade well with that. We don't want to fireball that, I don't think. We could ping this, but that would leave us without a play. So I think this turn we do need to put something out. Yeah, we're going to put Injured Blade Master out. And we'll just attack to the face here.
Sure.
If we want to, we can trade with the Imp Master with our Blade Master according to what they put up next turn.
You call that a weapon?
Probably have to ping that just to get it off the table. See, that would leave us 3 mana. So we could draw 2 cards or put Acolyte of Pain out. Alright, let's see here. If we ping this, trade here.
What to do? What to do?
Maybe go ahead and trade here, and then his next turn will be Dark Iron Dwarf. I think that's...
Your turn to bleed!
I think this is a good time to put Acolyte of Pain out. over just doing arcane and intellect.
Let the pain speak
If
to
you're
me.
sure.
See how he plays this. He's got to come up with 1 damage to our taunt. I don't really see putting the Violet Teacher out next turn unless... Okay, I was going to say unless we're able to really trade with everything. Alright, so we could give this 2 attack. Yeah, it doesn't really help us. If we got it down to 4, we could trade here. Or we could just fireball it. Fireball it, trade here, and ping ourselves for card draw. Kind of leaves us in a weak position next turn. Is there another play? Trade here. Ignore that. Bring the teacher out.
Your turn to bleed.
Pay attention, class.
Time runs out on me.
Bring the pain.
Job done.
That didn't quite hit the mark.
The biggest problem with that is we left a beast out there that gives his beast charge. So this might have been a pretty dangerous play. Now he's going to be able to attack whatever he wants with that. Do get some good card draw. Okay. 6 damage. Or 2 damage to everything. Then we could take that out. But that would only leave 2 more. This would only be put down. I think we have to save Blizzard for when that dies. Unfortunately.
I am ready to learn.
Alright, let's see. I think we ping this. Trade with it.
Instruction begins.
Let's hope we get some value on Blizzard next turn.
I let the dogs out.
There's still value on Blizzard. Let's see what he does though. If he attacks this guy, it is a little less appealing. Looks like he is going to trade. No, okay. A little strange maybe. Alright, so if we Blizzard, we at least take care of 2 of them and weaken the other 2. And then we've got 3 mana. We may just have to... I think we have to Blizzard here though.
I am ready to learn.
Okay, I think we trade, unfortunately. I guess if we do this, we get 1 more card. I mean, 1 more thing out of it, but then we won't be able to ping anything. I think we trade and then ping, right?
Instruction begins.
I will say this, we have a lot of cards.
You are not prepared.
That's bad news. kind of out of big removal right now. Alright, we need 3. That would give it 3 attack and ping it for 4. It's not really going to help us right now. Let's see, I think we just need to get some things out there.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
We may have to freeze something next turn. Trade here to keep this under control. Hopefully he only can play 2 cards this turn.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I feel itchy.
Such a good play. Such a deadly combo. Unless we top deck something good. Okay. So we can take out that there. Freeze that, take out that, and that leaves 4 damage over there we need to do. And we just don't have it. Whoa. Okay.
Well played.
If you insist.
Thank you.
To battle!
Well played.
Alright. Good game, Baristan the Hunter. So I don't know. I don't know how many misplays we had. Again, just not as comfortable with a mage drafting it or playing it, but got to practice to get better. Well, that was closer than it could have been there at the end because we top decked a flame strike. I mean, I don't know. We had gone through a lot of cards. I guess we were due to have one of our 2 flame strikes, but
You asked for it.
we're actually going to send everything back here to try to get a little bit cheaper start. Okay, that's better. That's better. Certainly not going to play the coin early.
Hello.
Well, that's interesting. We'll try it. We will try it. Hopefully he puts something down with 3 health. That's my hope. I'm wondering if we go ahead and get Acolyte of Pain out there. Because the most likely scenario is that he'll War Axe and take one of them out. So the other benefit is, and I forgot that, the coin actually counts as a spell, which I think that's ridiculous. I think that's something that they need to fix. Blizzard needs to probably change that. The coin is a little powerful now with certain combinations like that. It's a good early silence. Well, we should at least get one more card draw out of our Acolyte of Pain. And we can come back with a Yeti this turn if we want. Anyway, I just think the coin that needs to be taken out of your hand
What
as
now?
not being a card. Certainly not one that counts as a spell, and not one that counts as an extra card in your hand for things like the Drake that gets
Shields
more.
up.
Ooh,
Bring me steel.
interesting.
That was an error.
Too bad this was silenced, huh?
Job's done.
We've got the card advantage if we can just play our cards in a way that keeps the warrior from overrunning us.
For the crusade!
We've gotten so much value out of this Acolyte of Pain. Alright, so what are we going to play here with 5? Obviously we're going to go ahead and pop the shield. Maybe we just... Actually, you know what? I think we play something for 3 mana. What do we have, though? I think we just go ahead and pop the shield and take that out.
Bring the pain.
We'll just put this down here.
DC 130, mental dislocator.
Now on 6... I don't even know. Maybe one of our 4-drops, maybe the Yeti if we need to ping. If not, maybe just go ahead and with the Mercenary and apply some pressure. Oh, we need to ping. Oh, we can't ping, so we got to get rid of that. Alright. Yeah, we'll go... 4, 5, and then we have 3, 5, 1, 1, and a 3, 3. We need to be able to take
What to
out
do,
2 of these
what
and
to
4
do.
damage. That's just so much damage.
You gotta be kidding me! Who are you?
Let's see what else he comes with here. If he puts 2 things down, I might have enough. There might be enough value to do Flame Strike. That's too bad. No, I don't think there will be. I don't know. If he puts 1 thing down, we would have...
Pain, speak to me.
I think Flame Strike still works here. We've got card advantage. If we do that, we do some serious damage with our Mercenary this turn. It takes off everything on the board. It only gets 1 card out of it. I think it's worth it. We've got another one in our deck.
How you doing?
He still has to figure out how to remove this. Yeah, I think that was worth it. We can actually put Silverhand Knight down this turn if there's not something else really pressing that we need to put down.
Get behind me.
I don't really have removal right now for that.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
How you doing?
It's too bad we couldn't get Counterspell up, because I feel an inner rage coming here, or something similar, just to clear that Mercenary. If he does clear the Mercenary, it makes all of our minions a little cheaper, but we need to get some of our spells up here. Alright, so we could ping this and trade here and keep this alive and do 9 damage.
To battle!
If you insist.
The light protects me.
Pass me that arc light spanner. Pass me that arc light spanner.
It's a nice play.
Not good. Not good.
Alright. 4, 5, 6, 7. And then are we going to ping anything?
Pay attention, class.
I am ready to learn. I am ready to learn.
If you insist.
Thinking Flame Strike next turn. Especially if this is still alive, because it gives us another 1/1, and it will definitely clear these two that are currently frozen. Please. Okay. Woo-wee.
Your magic shall
All
not
right.
save you.
So does that change anything about Flame Strike? I don't think so. I think there's still too much value. 4 damage. We just trade with one thing with this. We could ping it and keep everything alive. I think I'd
I
rather
shall
trade.
do as you say.
Go ahead and put this out, draw another
I
card,
hope you like my
have as many
instruction begins.
If you
have as
insist.
many options as possible next turn. If we didn't have another one of those, it'd be worth returning it. I don't think it's worth returning it considering we do have another one. Wasn't very nice. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Nothing needs healing. 4.
Instruction begins.
You insist.
If you're sure.
And what about another 4 here?
Pay attention, class.
Well played.
Well played.
I'm going to say that getting 3 card draws out of the Acolyte of Pain was a part of that win. Maybe a big part. We had so many good options at the right times. Both Flame Strikes were, I think, returned pretty good value and kept it rolling for us. So I think that's more like how a Mage deck can work. But my only concern is if we don't get that good of card draw, would it be as fluid? And I don't know. We'll have to test it some more.
Jaina versus Rexa.
Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
We got 2 of those teachers in our deck, so I don't mind sending one back. I wonder how much of a waste it is to play this early. Let's find out how it goes. Now, it is possible that the hunter would have a weapon, but I'm not going to save the ooze in this kind of situation waiting for the weapon. We may hold on to our counter spell. If we don't get a real 3-drop, we may just ping something here. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe just waiting to use the explosive shot, or I don't know. Explosive trap would be really nice right now. I'd clear the table.
Drink with me, friend. You call that a weapon?
I guess we're just sort of going for it here. Not holding back. He's got all the cards. We'll ping that. He's gonna Houndmaster it probably. He's got 4 mana. Yeah.
Dogs out.
Alright, we'll just attack it then. Trade there. Trade there. I don't know, maybe just trade there.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Job's done.
Perfect explosive shot. Yeah, I think we
I hope you like my
card
invention.
draw and teacher.
Pay attention, class.
We have some spell options here next turn.
Pass me that art light spanner.
I'm ready to learn.
Instruction begins.
I'm ready to
Instruction
learn.
begins.
You're sure?
Come on, put a big spell out there. Thankfully that doesn't count as a spell. We can actually attack here and then heal it up with this if we want. This would leave it with 3 health.
Instruction begins.
Now, how do we want to get to that 3 health? We're going to play this. That would pretty much just leave a ping.
do as you say. I shall do as you say. I shall do as you say.
If you're sure.
We need some value out of that counterspell. I'm not always convinced that these secrets mean much, so I want to see some value.
For Najatar. Where shall I
Instruction begins. If you're sure.
I can't think of a reason to not just kind of go for it here, but maybe he can give me a reason. Kind of spread things out here so that if he has... Perfect. What's he going to attack?
One shot, one kill.
What's he going to attack with his axe? He only gets one swing with it. There you go. Alright. As much as I would love to grow the mana worm right now, doesn't make sense to play Cone of Cold, obviously. That's not necessarily the value I was looking for. That's not the value I was looking for. We just got triple kill command. Just in case you're keeping track at home, that was a triple kill command.
Oh, if you're sure.
Does he have another weapon? Is that why he was so focused on that ooze first? I doubt it.
Well played.
How you doing?
Alright. We got our revenge on the Hunter class. Good game, Atlas. That was a good game. It was fun little trading there. Triple kill command. It's actually quite exciting to see. I've had to resort to the double consecrations myself in some paladin matches, but triple kill command, I hadn't seen that one before. And that was actually following an arcane shot, so he had arcane shot, triple kill command. And counterspell took out the arcane shot. Obviously, that value wasn't as high as it would have been taking out one of the kill commands, but either way, good game, and I guess I'll give our secret a pass that match. It at least did a little work. I'm gonna get some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Jaina versus Jaina.
I suppose the value on those secrets does go up a little bit if you end up with two teachers in your hands, because you are getting a minion out of it if you have a teacher down. I like that card a lot early, but I'll try to get cheaper here. So early card draw. There it is again. Can't get rid of it.
Hello. My magic will tear you apart.
That's not nice. I said hello. Can't even pronounce your name. Ponegadon. 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 What are you pointing up to, Ponegadon?
My magic will tear you apart.
Okay. I mean, I'll allow you 2 or 3 of those, but we're gonna squelch you here
Hope you like
eventually.
my invention.
My magic will tear you apart.
You shall not pass.
I hope you like my invention. Oh, if you're sure.
We may just go card draw again next turn with our gnomish inventor.
May my ancestors watch over.
Because then he'll enrage this guy on one of our dudes. And then we'll just blizzard.
Pass me that arc light spanner. Oh, if you're sure. Oh, if you're sure.
Let's see if he enrages this guy here. Oh, that's too bad. We didn't want to take that to the face. Good grief. He read my mind. He wanted me to do Blizzard to everything. There's not another play here, right? This is just the way it goes.
Hey, give me a minute. Oh, if you're sure. If you're sure.
Well, now we've got some card advantage. Obviously, we're pretty far behind in the health. If he has a Pyroblast, he's just trying to get us down to 10. So a Fireball and then Pyroblast, and we're toast. One good blizzard deserves another is what I always say. Alright, so I don't know that there's anything. Well, no. Yeah, we could go Ancient Brewmaster Swamp, get a card draw back. It's frozen anyway.
What to do?
I'll put it on your tab.
And if you put some weak sauce out there, we got a Flame Strike waiting for him. As we really just need to not take any more damage, to be honest. It's kind of it's got to be the priority here. We've got card advantage, but he has health advantage to a large degree, and we just assume he's going to have a Pyroblast. If he does, all he's got to do is Fireball one turn and then Pyroblast the next, but he may not have both. He may just have the Pyroblast. I don't know.
You call that a win?
Because we've got another Flame Strike and we're getting a little value out of it. We'll go ahead.
Another round?
It's too bad we don't have a Pyroblast.
Let the pain speak to me.
Yeah, we'll trade that. Trade that. So we could go Mana Worm. Bob.
Let the pain speak to me. You gotta be kidding me!
Blizzard or Flame Strike, we at least get one card draw. Whew, thank goodness that didn't go to our face. I mean, I don't know if she has a... I don't know if she has a Power Blast, but if that had gone to our face and then she'd Power Blast us, GG. Alright, let's see. Obviously we can ping this and then take it out and trade here. That would leave us 7 mana. I don't know that there's anything we just necessarily want to do with 9 mana.
What to do?
Mana Worm for 7. That might be interesting. It'd freeze it. We'd have still 2 to maybe...
I wonder.
Let's see. Am I adding that right? 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ping it and then trade. Let's do that.
Time runs out on me.
Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
Hey.
Job done. Oh, mercy. Is that value? I'm not sure that's value. Counterspell mirror image, 3 mana for 1 mana. I mean, situationally is decent, I guess, but... Alright, so I think we just go ahead and build up. Is that going to be a counterspell? Yes. No value for you. We still got that, though. And... 4...
Pay attention, class.
5, 6, 7...
I'm ready to learn.
Do we go ahead and freeze it? We're going for it here, folks.
I'm ready to learn.
Who are you?
Whatever she plays, if it's not taunt, we should be able to freeze it and attack, although it doesn't really matter. Okay, so this is Flame Strike. That was the old Flame Strike. Alright. Maybe we got a little ahead of ourselves, I don't know.
Pass me that arc-light spanner.
Instead of pinging her, I wanted to have a little more options here for trading, because we do have low attack minions out there.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
She's just putting stuff up. Okay.
You win. Well played.
Well, the Battle of the Mages, we came out alright, I guess. We did set ourselves up to be flame striked on that one turn. That was a mistake. We should have looked at the hit points everything had and put something out there that would have survived. I think it would have been smarter than unloading on all the small stuff at the same time. And really, I should have played the Violet Teacher before summoning the 2 taunts down that got counterspelled, because it still count as a spell even though it was counterspelled, so it would have still summoned another 1/1 out of the teacher.
Jaina,
It would have still gotten flame
Anduin.
striked, obviously, but just in terms
The
of
light shall bring
getting the
victory.
most out of that card.
You asked for it.
We're gonna have to go pretty much everything back. We'll keep Acolyte of Pain just in worst case scenario. We have to put a 3-drop down. Okay, that's a little better. Nothing to necessarily coin into, I don't think.
Hello.
Greetings.
Is someone injured?
If he has the removal, he'll take this off to try to get this to last. Power word shield. He's gonna get at least. Huh. I expected him to heal. Go ahead and heal that, but. Alright. Did we fireball it? We may end up losing because of that thing, but I don't think I can fireball it.
Engaging TC-130, mental dislocator.
So.
Who are you?
Let the pain speak to me.
Too bad we couldn't use the coin to boost our mana worm. But wanted to try to get some card draw out of this thing. Okay. I was hesitant to do that. The thing that pushed me over the edge is we did get a little value off the mana worm. Silence card draw or silence
Your
mana
magic
worm?
shall not save you.
We'll trade there. It's not a bad time to go ahead and put the counter spell up. It increases the mana worm, and then we can just play our 3-drop. Nothing we have to ping right now. If this survives another turn, might be worth returning it to our hand. It's functioning as 1 damage right now, and its real value is being able to draw cards. Might have to pull it out again later, so the Brewmaster could pull it back into our hand. That's if there's not a reason, compelling reason to necessarily need to put
Give
that
me a quest.
down or something in the top deck.
Put this apple on your head.
Fortunately, we may have to trade with both of those. Let's see what we top deck here.
Bring the pain.
Change of plans.
Your turn to bleed! Squire, attend me!
Ready, sir.
If we had buffed this up one more time, I wonder if he would have mind controlled it. I don't think there's anything out here that he's gonna
Is my shield.
feel like he has to mind control. Alright, if we blizzard here, it takes the divine shield off and kills this. Then this only does 4 damage. And then we could ping it and trade.
I wonder.
To battle!
If you insist.
If he has mind control, he may be somewhat tempted by the mana worm, I guess. Okay, doesn't look like it.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
We actually need to top deck something here if we're gonna keep our advantage. Okay. Ping. Gets it down to 5. Or ping this and trade. Ping gets it down to 5. This gets down to 3. And trade this, and it's just that and that. If we don't take this out, it'll double its health, and it'll become a real issue.
What to do? What to do?
If we attack this, it'll have 1 health, and we'll actually be able to keep that alive.
One's
You
out on me.
insist.
Shields up!
Okay. Alright, so the battle cry effect is not a spell, obviously. It did not set off our counter spell. But it's a priest. We'll see a spell eventually. That's not a spell either. Man, we really need to get into some cards here. Another one. Was that value? We just canceled a 0-cost spell.
I hope you like my invention.
Man, we just can't get into our spells. Okay. Attack it. It's down to 3. Freeze it. Or kill it.
I got this.
I'll put it on your desk.
Gotta hope we start drawing into some stuff here. We're not in a good position.
Not all.
Come on, how do you get that in the arena? That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
You've gotta be kidding me!
I don't know. I should have played Yeti first before that, but I'm not sure how much it's going to matter. Just trade here. Trade here if you want to even trade with that. Or you could just go 15 health.
I must consider.
15 damage. Yeah, I'd say Counterspell kind of let us down there that time. We need Flame Strike. And even Flame Strike's not really enough at this point. Look at all the cards he's getting
Pass me
to.
that arc-light spanner.
We did have a card advantage. No longer do we have a card advantage. Golly. So you trade with this now just to boost up the ghoul, right?
Pass me that
That's pretty
arc-light
much game
spanner.
over. Man. Pretty much game over.
Pay attention, class.
If he has anything to boost the damage, it's over. If he trades with these, it's definitely over. If he lets them stay alive, maybe it gets interesting. Come on, Teps. Do something.
Quickly.
Oh, mercy.
I've got a huge guard.
What does the future hold?
We're gonna need our second flame strike.
Well played.
Well played.
Alright. No chance here. 9 damage. Can't ping anything. That's game over.
You win this.
Game over. He had too much card draw. Even with the catch up with Flame Strike, he had drawn too many cards. With the cleric, just couldn't get the cleric off the board quick enough. Either one. I think there were 2 clerics. Couldn't get either one of them off the board quick enough. So we get a 4th win. Never happy with only 4 wins, but again, I'm so inconsistent with Mage and with being comfortable with the draft. Probably certainly feel better about 4 wins than going 3-3. But I don't know. Priests are certainly going to be one of the more difficult matchups. With all of the healing. Oh, and other nonsense that goes on. I guess if we had a better start that match, it might have been more interesting. We did just have some really awkward
Jaina versus Throw.
card order that time, but
For Doomhammer!
You asked for it.
Ooh, mercy. Ouch. This is brutal. It's a brutal start. Alright, I'm going bio break here in between turns. Oh, slow him down a little bit. Why not?
You know, take candle.
I wonder.
Oh, mercy. Oh, we do have a 2-drop. What do you know? Okay. Alright, we don't have a 3-drop, so this is the only thing to do.
I'm sorry.
Alright, here we go. Deal for fun. It just happens. There was no way to deal with that, no way to deal with the spell damage card he had out there.
Pay attention, class.
We don't want that totem staying up. Probably would have used that just to get the spell effect, but not now. Probably go. Yeah. We'll just ping it.
I wonder.
Yeah, we'll just do that instead. Because we can,
Instruction begins. I hope you like my invention.
Job's done.
get some cards out. We don't have anything that compelling on the board, but
Tazdingo!
we've got some cards. Let's see here.
Instruction begins.
I'll put it on your tab.
Hey, give me a minute. Oh, if you're sure.
I don't think Flame Strike's going to be incoming here.
I'm flying.
Oh. Trading down. I like that. 6 for a 4. I'll take it. Alright. That would be scary for him, I would think, to see that right now. We don't have, like, the perfect little play here, do we? Get Teacher out, assuming there's going to be spells to cast.
What to do?
Be like Teacher and Mind Control Tech. Or Silverhand Squire and ping him.
Pay attention, class.
Engaging TC-130.
If you're
Then
sure.
locate her.
he's got more removal spells, oh, it'd be a good time to cast him, I think. Mercy. Mercy times 2. Mercy times 3. Come on now. Alright. If we do Flame Strike, we get this down to 4 health. And we have to trade these 2 for it. But we have the benefit of getting a 1/1 out of it. I think it's worth it.
I am ready to learn.
Who are you? Oh, if you're sure, instruction begins. Summoning portal open.
Kind of a weak play. I think we Frostbolted just to get the effect from that again. It leaves us with 7 mana. Plenty we can do then.
I am ready to learn.
Four, 3. I think I'd rather go.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
I shall do as you say.
Instruction begins. One shot, one kill.
I don't blame you, buddy. Alright, we gotta be able to kill this thing. With this, we could pretty much clear it and wipe our board.
You call that a weapon?
If you insist.
As you say.
Let's see, what are we gonna play? Are we gonna put this down? Or this down? Let's put the Yeti down.
Do as you say. I shall do as you say.
Ready to ride.
It's kind of desperate. It's everything. Oh, ping the Wolf Rider. We can actually silence this. We can just kill everything. Lots of choices. Let's hold on to our Flame Strike though. No matter what we do, we're gonna ping this. And I don't think there's any reason to hold on to the silence. Let's go ahead and get this guy out here.
Are you ready for this?
I shall do as you say.
The only reason why to kill this is just for it getting buffed or getting Bloodlust later on, but I don't think we had to worry about that turn.
Flying!
Again, trading a 6 for a 4, we'll take it.
pain speak to me.
Don't blink. I shall do as you say.
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
Job's done.
Well played.
Deal for fun. We got you. Good game though. Okay. Made it to 4 wins. Can we get 5? I don't know if I think we can get 5 wins or not. Seems like every time we get a little bit of momentum, we draw a tough opponent and end up with a slower card draft or start.
Jane versus Gul'dan.
I actually think those
Soul shall be mine.
You asked for it.
taunts we drafted, we top decked in that last match that allowed us to actually have something to play there early on. I think that ended up becoming really important. Slowed him down and gave us time to get some cards we could play. Okay, we've got an interesting starting hand. But this is a warlock, so things could get out of control quick if he has a lot of good warlock spells. Alright, he's pointing into, is this one of his imps? Oh, okay. That slows us down. That's kind of cool for him, I guess. Puts a wrench in things on our end. It's a nice play. I like early mana wraith. It totally catches your opponent off guard.
Do I have to?
So now we'll play Novice Engineer and draw a card. I think. Yeah, we will.
I hope you like my invention.
The only good thing about being a mage, we can't ping this directly because it's stealthed. But hopefully before too long we'll draw one of our AoE spells. Other than Flame Strike, if we have to wait till turn 7 to kill the Blood Imp, then he's going to have a really big advantage in trading.
Oh, if you're sure. Uh-oh!
Oh, me oh my. We need, what is it, Cone of Cold? Is that the one? I think that's the one that does 1 damage to a minion and adjacent minions and freezes them. Oh, he's got some solid cards. Holy cow. Well, there it is. I think we got to go ahead and play it. Let's make sure this is the right spell. Yeah.
It's not a valid target.
He did a really good job of positioning those things.
What to do?
Guess what I'm trying to figure out is do we go to his face a little bit here and just try to hang on till Flame Strike.
You call that a way?
And if we can convince him to trade some, then that helps us make it. I'm not willing to Cone of Cold this directly. We can't Cone of Cold this because of course it's a fairy dragon. It can't be targeted by spells. So Mancy, I don't know if he got lucky or if he actually really knows what he's doing here with positioning. But that's the way you want to position if you're trying to protect something from Cone of Cold. Because it basically makes me waste it and tap it just on this. We'll see if he plays anything next to this turn. We're 2 turns away from Flame Strike. He's gonna trade. Boost up his Big Ghoul. He's continuing to put things on this side, so it seems like he may know what he's doing here. I think we have to use this just to freeze things up a little bit.
Done.
Well, this is going to be valuable flame strike. Let's just see if we can recover from the damage that's been done and the minions we've already lost. He's going to trade. Wow. Just buffing that thing up. He's still going to have this alive, unfortunately. He knew that was coming. If he knew what to do there well enough to position those things away from the imp and fairy dragon, he knew that we had
I
a
hope you like my invention.
flame strike coming. And he's probably holding some good stuff back, so we're definitely not out of the woods yet. Ooh.
Shields up!
Just trying to slow things down a little bit. He's got card advantage and board advantage, a little bit, slight board advantage. Health is about even because of him hurting himself. Ooh, that helps. That clears this. Only good thing is it freezes it.
I'm flying!
It's going to be to the face, I would hope. Yeah. So we may just have to silence this. There's nothing we can ping. He does 8 damage this turn.
Job's done.
Nothing that really helps us there. Unless he makes a significant mistake, that's GG. Most likely. It's GG right now.
Well played.
Well, he had, got all the cards out early. Just had a lot of, basically an aggro warlock deck. Had all the cards to put out. Didn't waste mana early. Got enough damage done to us that by the time we got Flame Strike out, we had to lose some minions along the way, and we lost too much health. Flame Strike took our whole turn, and so he was able to reload the board up with more good, cheap minions, and then kind of struck that balance well of playing the imps and other characters that damaged himself, but still put him in such a dominant position. I'm pretty sure there was just nothing we were going to do there. Seemed to be a really solid player. I like the way he positioned things there. You don't always see that in terms of positioning. I know I make mistakes with positioning all the time. So that was kind of cool to see somebody that did such a good job with it. See if we get anything interesting here. Looks like only one new card out of that lot. Some dust. Other than that, we're almost 2,500 dust. Is that our second? No, that's our first. First Azure Drake. That's a good card to have. Speaking of having a lot of dust, I think one of the things that I may break down and create here eventually is Tyrian Fordring. I play a decent amount of Paladin when I do play either ranked or unranked constructed. And I did recently create sort of a rebirth deck with a Paladin that I got the idea from a tournament that I was listening to on a podcast. Somebody had a somewhat similar deck. I made some changes, but thematically this would of course tie in really well to that deck with the death rattle of equipping a 5/3 Ashbringer. So I'm on the verge of creating it. I just haven't done it yet. I feel like as soon as you do it, you're going to draw it in a pack. But anyway, thanks for watching as always. Not quite as stellar a performance, but it was good practice with the Mage. I think you learn more from losing than you do from winning. And hopefully that'll help me sort of see what worked and what didn't work as well there with that Mage deck. Thanks as always.
Bye bye, Nods.